Good morning. Good morning. Nipples busting out the seams. Boom. Wow, that's actually a good spot. I mean, you can hear it in my voice. It is very deep. Every time, for probably the last week or so, when I go to bed, I can like feel my kind of throat getting dry. And I'll wake up and it'll feel like I've been in the freaking Sahara Desert for a week. So I don't know what that's about. Maybe it is just getting colder or something, but I don't really feel sick. It's just my voice gets super deep. So, I mean, the women are complaining, so we're all right. But yeah, so class is at 11:15. About to head out and get there. I had to put on a shirt first, unfortunately. I know. But a good morning. I always like Fridays just because I can sleep in just a little bit more, which is super nice. But yeah, so we got come on, our first class from 11:15 to about 12:15, 12:30, around there, and then our second class is at 1 to 2, and then we'll work, and we'll come back home, and we'll change. Or actually, I might bring the sweatpants with me, but we're gonna hit some shoulders at the gym. My favorite. But yeah, so that is the plan for today. We're gonna do some drawing on the right side of the brain tonight, as well as go over the roadmap. So let's get to it. Hope you're having a great day, or did, because mine's just getting started. Nah, I'd be built though, for real. Alright, yeah, see you in a minute. So here's some of the stuff that I was talking about yesterday in the art gallery. It's all like backlit. But yeah, this guy's like a Cincinnati artist. We were talking with him. But yeah, I don't know. He's got like this curtain separating half of it. This piece was just really crazy. But yeah, just cool to like talk to the person that makes this stuff and like see what goes on in their head, what their struggles are, what things that they've gotten better at. Super inspirational. So yeah, and I mean, I talked to him for a little bit, like one-on-one, and I don't know, I just think that's super cool. So maybe one day, man. Nah, screw maybe. One day we'll get here. So follow along on this journey. Life's gonna be crazy, and you get to watch it every day unfold live on Gray Skull TV. Yeah, this is the one. So I'm reading this book. Look at this quote. Preach. 1:40 something, maybe 3. Can't remember. 1:40 something. School complete. That was a quick little one. Fridays are typically quick, but that one was real quick. Our first class, our FYE, first year exploration, is now complete. This was our last day in class, as a lot of the stuff that we have to do, like we only have like a few assignments left in like our modules online, and yeah, they're pretty much, she said, like they're all stuff that we can just do online. Like, I don't know, they're pretty easy. So yeah, no more class for Friday for that, or in general, but we still do have our math class. But for the next couple weeks, we will be talking about some interesting stuff, mainly about tessellations and MC Escher, and just like a lot of different symmetries. Today we talked about the golden rectangle, and that's just why I like that class, is because a lot of the stuff, at least, I mean, don't get me wrong, not all of it, but most of it has had to do with like things that are prevalent in art and architecture and real world stuff. So it's really interesting, and I'm glad that, actually no, I'm super happy that that is the one math class that I had to take and decided to choose. So very, very cool. Very awesome. Right now, we are about to head to the gym and hit a nasty shoulder workout. So, also, I decided not to work today. To be honest with you, I'm just not really feeling like doing it. I know that's not a good reason, but I really don't feel like it. And I'm very fortunate that I'm able to do that. But my plan is to just come in tomorrow, Saturday, for a good 8 hours, because I don't have anything going on. And that would be because I only really get like an hour and 30 minutes of work time. And it's like, when you make 14 an hour, ain't a whole lot, so it's kind of pointless in a sense. Some days it feels like it, especially when the restrooms are already clean and it's just like I'm just going over pretty much. I mean, there might be like one thing that needs restocked or something, but like for the most part it's done every day, so it's just like, I don't know. But yeah, so I think I'll come in tomorrow with my coworker. I'll probably hit the bathrooms just to see if there's anything, but like I said, like most days they're good. And just get like 8 hours, so I'll be getting pretty much a whole week's worth of my work time in one day. So yeah, yeah, I wouldn't say that like I obviously have been living too frugal. I mean, I just bought like the iMac, shout out Aaron in it for that one, but you know what I mean, like I don't really like spend a crazy amount of money. I live at home, I eat, I have car insurance at this like 6th or like pretty much the first couple of days of each month that I have to pay. So $175, if I can pay that every month, I'm good. And then, until next semester. So that's kind of what I just been like trying to save up money here and there, just because I pay about half. I don't know about next semester, but this semester was $1,600, which is crazy good. So yeah, so that is what's going on there. But yeah, so we'll come in tomorrow, get a good 8 hours, and yeah, should be good. But right now, let's head to the gym and get a nice workout in. So see you there. All right, y'all, it's 3 o'clock. Had to put on the hat because, like I said many times before, when the workout gets dangerous and my hair just starts getting in my face, it's like, all right, time to go get a hat, take things a little bit more serious. Shoulders feeling pretty good. Honestly, killed them. They're pretty sore and pretty pumped, which is awesome. It's awesome. This is the little guy. Say hi. Hey. But yeah, this is definitely my weaker arm, but I always try and I don't know. If you're in the gym and you have like a weaker arm, or most people do. I mean, I think everybody does actually. But yeah, when you have a weaker arm and you want to get them like balanced out, or at least help the balancing, because one is going to be so much stronger than the other. I try and remember it sometimes I don't. But you want to start with the weaker one. Go for as many reps as you can get on it, and then match that rep count with your strong one. Because either way, you're going to be able to do the same amount, as the weaker one. But yeah, I hope that made sense. I probably didn't. I don't know what I just said, and yeah, I don't know. I feel like I almost have like a clump in my brain that's not allowing me to talk efficiently right now. Maybe it's just the blood only going to my shoulders instead of my brain. That's what it is. But yeah, shoulder day complete. Good little workout. Yeah, killed it. Killed them. But tomorrow is arm day. Either tomorrow or Sunday, but preferably tomorrow. So yeah, should be a fun little day. What we might do is we might just go like early in the morning, like a 5 a.m. gym session. I know it's funny how I'm saying this now. It's like, dude, it's a Friday night. Lord knows what you're gonna get into. But yeah. So yeah, but go in early tomorrow, hit arms, and then go into work right after. So, which would be around 7:30 is when at least my other or my coworker goes in. So yeah, I don't know why I cannot speak right now. I really think it is all the blood is in my shoulders. I don't know. But regardless, we're about to head back to the house, do some drawing on the right side of the brain, and I'm gonna read you guys this plan, as it will be starting on Monday. Also, I feel like I have not given you guys a really good update on the thesis thing. I don't think that this current blend is working for me. I must have just already had motivation, because it is not working. At least it's not as noticeable as the clarity. The clarity, like, I genuinely, when I say this, like, it's as the name implies, everything which is very clear. I could think, just like snap, like, I don't know, I was just on it. I felt like on it. And this, I don't know, I mean, I feel like, I don't know, it just hasn't really had like such a profound impact or a noticeable one or a measurable one as the last one, which is supposed to be the case. These are like trials to see what works for your brain. So, you know, they literally said like some of them might work, one, it could be all four, it could be none. It's just to see what works with your specific brain chemistry. So far, clarity definitely had a profound impact. This one, not very much. We still have confidence and focus, I believe it was. So yeah, gonna try this out. But they just emailed me like yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. Pretty much just checking in, seeing like, you know, give a rating on the ones that I have tried thus far. Because at the end of this 4-week study, we'll pick one that has worked, and they'll create like a specific blend for my brain chemistry that will allow me to execute at full potential. And yeah, so we'll see. You know, if it's something that like I'm like, okay, this is not a crazy difference, you know, like to where, I don't know, or it's just not worth it to buy or pay for that stuff, no, I'll be good. But if I can feel like how I felt off the clarity, I wouldn't be opposed to maybe, you know, hashing out a little bit just for extra productivity, pretty much, which is crazy to say. But yeah, so keep y'all updated. I honestly kind of just wanted to do it for the experience of just like seeing what things like my brain was kind of lacking, or like, you know, could benefit from. So it's definitely interesting. But let's head back to the house and enjoy the rest of this day. Good shoulder pump though. Good shoulder workout. Holy crap. It's 11:33. I'm now apparently a live streamer. If you're watching this, you may or may have not stopped in for a late night, the first ever late night studio stream. That was awesome. That really was a really cool experience, not only for myself, but it seemed like everybody else really enjoyed that. Worked a little bit on this collage painting, talked with the people, let them know my thoughts, let them know little things going on in my life. That was awesome. Really enjoyed that. Just was super cool to see the culmination of this little community that we built here on the channel, live and breathing. So yeah, wow. But I did have to get off because we have a vlog that we have to film. Also, I do want to say, Rieger's doing good. I saw her at the top of the steps. I was going to record her, but yeah. I just remember seeing somebody at the end said that Rieger's needs to be in today's vlog, so I'll try to make sure that she's in there, but just know she's doing good. My brother and his girlfriend have been setting up upstairs a Christmas setup, and it's looking amazing. They have a tree up and everything, and yeah. Let me open this door right now. I don't know why I'm suddenly overheating, but I am. get some air up in here. But yeah, so that was really fun. Really enjoyed that. I think it might be something we do every Friday. I mean, obviously I can't say for certain, but I definitely would like to do it way more often. And yeah, really again, seems like everybody enjoyed that one. So yeah, I need air, but like, I don't know, it's not even really helping. Well, it's coming in slowly, actually. We'll just have to allow it to work its way in here. But I have a headache right now. I think it's just from looking at screens and stuff for a while. But like I said, we are not quite finished for the day. We have to finish this chapter of Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain. It's actually probably going to be a long vlog. I'm thinking about this, at least to finish, because we've got this many pages to read. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 faces, mainly like 6 in one little text box at the bottom here. So not horrible, but this will complete this chapter. So we'll do that, and then talk about it in the live stream as well. Here is the roadmap for the next year. So yeah, I guess firstly, let's get into this. Sorry, I have so much stuff open right now. Let's get into the Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain. Let me, sorry, I'm looking at my YouTube stuff as well. I probably should not be doing this right now while I'm recording the vlog. I keep thinking for some reason I'm live, so I can just kind of do whatever, but this is a lot more clear cut, and time is more valuable here almost. By that I mean, you know, you don't have much room for dilly-dallying. The first live stream didn't go too well just because I accidentally made it for kids, so there was no chat, so I had to delete that one real quick. Why is it so confusing to do this on my computer? Yeah, we're just gonna have to do that, you know, later. But yeah, really fun, really enjoyed that. For those who didn't get to stop by, I'll leave it up on the channel. Don't know if you do want to go watch an hour and however long stream, but it's there. And yeah, everybody that did stop by, thank you. Everybody that didn't, there will be another time, so don't feel too bad. But without further ado, let's hop into this bad boy. I'm about to go fill up my water bottle. I don't know if you can hear that little like crackling air sound. It's coming from this Gatorade bottle, gasping for air. So breathe, little bro. But yeah, we're gonna go fill this up with water, and I'll come back down. We'll get started on this. So yeah, let's get to it. All right, well, got my water and everything, but who am I to not be a man of my word? She's here. She's doing good, guys. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get him, Rig. They missed you. But yeah, so she's doing good. She's herself. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. See why I can't put her on the live stream? She's dangerous, untamed. Beast. Beast. Yeah, also, a few of you were asking about rugs that I've made. Again, didn't turn out very great, but they're not easy and they take some time. That's a white Bengals helmet, way more complex than I anticipated. That's glow in the dark yarn as well. Doesn't glow very well, but it glows. Yeah, hung that guy on the wall. It was like my first attempt at carving this stuff. a little difficult. This is my first one that has been through the ringer. It's probably had more beer spilled into its fabric than anything. But yeah, we also did it on the wrong backing and didn't carve it or anything. But it is an R, and into another R to stand for Riggers Rugs, and it's supposed to look like a Border Collie or Riggers. So, yeah. But like I said, this thing has been through the ringer. It is pretty much just a floor mat for drunk people. So, yeah. And then my other one that I've made is at my grandmother's house. It was a gift to her, and it was of a blue jay, because that she loves birds, and blue jay is one of her favorites. So, yeah. But that Bengals mural that I'm doing in there, going right there. It's going to replace it. Trust me, it'll look great. The basement actually looks so clean from this angle. And then it's like you turn over here and you're in Bengals country, baby. Yeah, ignore. I mean, I live with drug abusers. But yeah, that's kind of the cool style I would love to kind of replicate. Not exactly, but that idea of him like coming out of the jungle, stepping onto the field, be pretty cool. But yeah, I literally got that for my first job at Barleycorns. Shout out Barleycorns. But yeah, so let's get to drawing on the right side of our brain. Right, Riggers? She's actually like staring at the camera right now. I know you probably can't see it, but she's genuinely staring at this camera. Had to get a thumbnail with her. But yeah. Riggs, do you want to come watch me read the drawing on the right side of the brain? Oh, shit. Whoa. Watch him. He's blitzing. Wants to blitz on him. This is who the Bengals need for their defense. Yeah. You see that? What are you doing? If they're blitzing, what are you doing? Actually, she needs to be our O-line. Ready. Watch him. She's a beast, dude. Like, look at that. If you run into that in the middle of the woods, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? No. All right, let's go. I was trying to get Riggs to come in here and sit down, but she's quite a difficult little beast. Would you like to come in and sit? No? Okay. Well, sorry, Riggs. I love you. You're quite crazy. Here's how far we got on that, by the way. The eyes didn't turn out fantastic the closer you get. Probably should have not used paint markers, but instead just normal markers. But it's definitely interesting. Not very good at painting, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. So, yeah. Let's delve into where we left off here. We are currently on chapter 3, I believe. But yeah, so you guys have spoken. You want me to continue reading to you like this is like a class. So I will be the professor. I will do my best to articulate and share my thoughts and ideas along this reading journey. Reading Rainbow. Welcome to Reading Rainbow. But all right. I already said how many pages, so let's just delve into it. The first subtitle is Drawing and Your Creative Potential. Very interesting title. My students often report that learning to draw makes them feel more artistic and therefore more creative. One definition of a creative person is someone who can combine information directly at hand, the ordinary sensory data available to all of us in new socially productive ways. Okay, so they're saying a definition of a creative person is somebody who can combine information directly at hand, the ordinary sensory data available to all of us, touch, smell, taste, all that good stuff, in new socially productive ways. Okay, that's a good way of actually putting that. I've never heard it like that. A writer uses words, a musician notes, an artist visual perceptions, and all need some knowledge of the techniques of their crafts. I do believe that the arts in general are important for liberating your creative potential, and that learning to draw may be one of the more efficient ways. Very well spoken. This, not me. Wow, okay, hold on. She has a list, the author has a list of some famous individuals usually classified as left-handers. Wow. Wow, these are some pretty big names here. Albert Einstein, Benjamin Franklin, Charlemagne, Charlie Chaplin, Jimi Hendrix, John McCain, Judy Garland, Julius Caesar, Lewis Carroll, Marilyn Monroe, Mark Twain, Mohandas Gandhi, Napoleon Bonaparte, Oprah Winfrey, Paul McCartney, Pharaoh Ramses II, Prince Charles, Prince William, Queen Victoria, Ringo Starr, Ted Williams, and Tom Cruise. All very influential people of history and modern culture. So, very interesting. I mean, I'm sure they're just kind of bound to be those that are left-handed, but those are some big names. So, yeah, that's very interesting. This, now that we're on this new page, the new title is called The Aha Response. In the creative mode, we use intuition and have leaps of insight, moments when everything seems to just fall into place, without figuring things out in a logical order. When this occurs, people often spontaneously exclaim, "I've got it," or "Ah, yes, now I see the picture." The classic example of the great aha is the excellent cry, "Eureka, I have found it," attributed to the Greek mathematician Archimedes. I probably butchered that. According to the story, Archimedes was asked by the king to determine whether a certain gold crown had been wrongly alloyed with silver. After long mulling over the difficult problem, Archimedes experienced a flash of insight while bathing. As he got into the tub, he noticed the water level rising. He suddenly saw that by submerging the crown in water and measuring the displaced water, he could determine the volume of the irregularly shaped crown, and therefore the density of the metal, which will be less than that of pure gold if a cheaper and less dense metal had been added. The story concludes that Archimedes was so elated by this insight that, forgetting to get dressed, he ran naked out into the street shouting, "Eureka, Eureka!" This story illustrates the importance of seeing connection between things that are seemingly unconnected in order to gain, in the telling word, insight. Interesting. Okay. So having this aha response when learning. Or this, yeah. Wow. Okay. Handedness, left or right. Students often ask questions about left and right-handedness. This is a good place to briefly address the subject. Before we begin instruction in the basic skills of drawing, I clarify only a few points that relate to drawing because the extensive research on handedness is difficult and complicated. A useful way to regard that word just threw me off. Handedness is to recognize that hand preference is the most visible outward sign of how an individual's brain is organized. There are other outward signs. Eyedness, most of us have a dominant eye, the one held open when aiming at a target, like with archery, yeah. And footness, the foot used to step off a curb or start a dance step. Oh my gosh, my throat, I can feel it. I think it is just this cold weather. Also, my head is pounding, but I'm committed to this. I'm gonna blow out this tart because the smell's gonna hit in here. Sorry about complaining, it just kind of hit me all at once. I'm gonna shut this door just fully. Oh, no, it is. Okay, wow. Little optical illusion. Sorry. Settle back down. Hand preference is probably genetically determined, and forcing a change works against natural brain organization. Natural hand preference for writing is so strong that past efforts to change left-handers often resolved in ambidextry. Yeah, well, children calculated to pressure in the old days, even punishment, and learned to use the right hand for writing, but continued to use the left for everything else. Wow. Feel bad for them, but probably paid off in the end. Classifying people as strictly left-handed or right-handed is rarely accurate. People range from being completely left-handed or completely right-handed to being completely ambidextrous. That is, able to do many things with either hand, without a decided preference. Most of us fall somewhere on a continuum, with about 90% of humans preferring more or less strongly the right hand, and 10% preferring the left. The percentage of individuals with left-hand preference for handwriting seems to be rising, from about 2% in 1932 to about 8 to 15% of the world's population today. Wow. This change may reflect teachers' and parents' greater tolerance for left-handed writing. Wow. It says a summary description of L mode and R mode. I remember we talked about these a little bit last time. L mode. This is verbal, using words to name, describe, define, analytic. Oh, okay. So it's talking about the strengths of like a left side of the brain and the right side. Using words to name, describe, define, analytic, figuring things out step by step, part by part, symbolic, using a symbol to stand for something. For example, the I stands for the I. Well, that's crazy. The I symbol stands for I. The sign plus stands for process of addition. Yeah. Okay, so it's just listing ones for the left and right mode. Yeah, there's quite a few, so you gotta trust, I mean, they're there. So, differences between left-handers and right-handers. Putting prejudice aside, there are differences between left and right-handers. Specifically, language is mediated in the left hemisphere in about 90% of right-handers. On the remaining 10% of right-handers, about 2% have language located in the right brain, and about 8% mediate language in both hemispheres. It's interesting. Left-handers can be somewhat less lateralized than right-handers, meaning that functions are less clearly located in one or more other half of the brain. For example, left-handers are more frequently than right-handers possess language and spatial information in both hemispheres. Some left-handers have language located in the left brain, and these individuals often write in the hooked position that seems to cause teachers so much dismay. Surprisingly, right-handers with the right hemisphere language location, which is fairly rare, may also write in this hooked fashion. I don't really know what they're talking about, but I'll go with it. Do these differences matter? Individuals vary so much that generalizations are risky. Nevertheless, some experts agree in general that a mixture of functions in both hemispheres, that is, mixed dominance or a lesser degree of lateralization, creates the potential for conflict or interference. It is true that left-handers statistically are more susceptible to stammering and to experiencing certain ways of thinking, such as tending to see both sides of every question and making decisions. However, other experts suggest that bilateral distribution of functions may produce superior mental abilities, perhaps because of easier access to both modes. Left-handers seem to excel in mathematics, music, sports, and chess. Lucky buggers. And the history of art certainly suggests evidence of an advantage for left-handers in the field of art. Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Raphael were all left-handed. So is Elisa. So, that's cool. But I'm not gonna let that stop me. Does left-handedness then improve a person's ability to gain access to the right hemisphere's functions, such as drawing? Damn, I spilled that like everywhere. From my observations as a teacher, I can't say that I've noticed much difference in ease of learning to draw between left and right-handers. As a child, drawing came easily to me. For example, and I am extremely right-handed. Though, like many people, especially women, I have some right and left confusion, perhaps indicating some mixed dominance. But there is a point to be made here. The process of learning to draw can create some degree of mental conflict between the two modes. It is possible that left-handers are more used to that kind of conflict and are therefore better able to cope with the discomfort it creates than are fully lateralized right-handers. Okay. Clearly, much more research is needed in this area. Yeah. Some art teachers recommend that right-handers shift the pencil to the left hand, presumably to have more direct access to the R mode. I do not agree. The problems with seeing that prevent individuals from being able to draw do not disappear simply by changing hands. The drawing is just more awkward. Awkwardness, I regret to say, is viewed by some art teachers as being more creative or more interesting. I think this attitude does a disservice to the student and is demeaning to art itself. We do not view awkward language, for instance, or awkward signs as being more creative and somehow better. By trying to draw with their left hand, a small percentage of right-handed students do discover that they actually draw more proficiently that way. On questioning, however, it almost comes to light that the student has some ambidextry, or was a left-hander who had been presumed to change. It would not occur to a true right-hander like myself, or to a true left-hander. To draw with the less used hand, but on the chance that a few of you may discover some previously hidden ambidextry, I encourage you to try both hands at drawing, then settle on whichever hand feels the most comfortable. Definitely right. There's no way. In the chapters to follow, I address the instructions to the majority right-handers and thus avoid tedious repetition of instructions specifically for left-handers. Trust me, this indicates no prejudicial handism on my part, prejudice that left-handers know all too well. Oh, I actually spilled water on the book. That's awesome. That is awesome. You gotta love that one, man. But at least this is the last bit right here of the page, so we're actually making pretty good time, so wow. And the subheading is setting up the conditions for the left to right shift. The exercises in the next chapter are designed to cause a hypothesized mental shift from the L mode to the right, or R mode, the brain mode appropriate for drawing. The basic assumption of the exercises is that the nature of the task can influence which hemisphere will take up the job while inhibiting the other hemisphere. But the question arises, what factors determine which mode will predominate? Those studies with animals, split brain patients, and individuals with intact brains, scientists believe that the control question may be decided mainly in two ways. One is speed. Which hemisphere gets to the job the quickest? The second way is motivation. Which hemisphere cares most or likes the task the best? And conversely, which hemisphere cares least and likes the job the least? Since realistically drawing a perceived form is largely an R mode function, it helps to reduce L mode interference as much as possible. The problem is that the left brain is dominant and speedy, and is very prone to rush in with words and symbols, even taking over jobs for which it is ill-suited. The split brain studies indicated that the dominant left mode prefers not to relinquish tasks to its mute partner unless it really dislikes the job, either because the job takes too much time or is too detailed or slow, or because the left brain is simply unable to accomplish the task. That's exactly what we need. Tasks that the dominant left brain will turn down. The exercises that follow are designed to present your brain with tasks that the left hemisphere either can't or won't do. Wow, okay. And that brings us into chapter 4, which we will be reading, hopefully, ideally, tomorrow, or at least a good chunk of it. Chapter 4 is titled Crossing Over from Left to Right. Wow. Wow. That was actually a good little end to the chapter there. It is also midnight, I believe. So, I'm going to go over this roadmap because I'm anxious to do so for a while, or at least these last couple days. But I don't, unfortunately, think we're doing that early workout or going to work that early. I don't know if that is in the cards right about now. Obviously, we'll see how we feel when we wake up, but yeah, we might have to take that one a little easy. But I definitely do want to work one of these following Saturdays just to get some extra hours in there. But yeah. But without further ado, let me stop for a second, get some water, go use the restroom, and let's talk about this roadmap. All right. Also, I just got an email from old John Carlson. He's awesome. He's been emailing me for a while. He's super solid dude. And he told me in the live stream that he couldn't hear me too well, only when I was near the camera. So maybe we'll look into possibly, maybe not getting a mic per se, but like moving things around, especially with the camera. Finding a cool way to set up for the live stream next time. But yeah, hopefully you guys can still hear me. I'm not sure, but regardless, it was the first time doing it. There's probably not going to be, or I knew it wasn't going to be perfect, but I think it was still cool, and I enjoy talking with you guys. So let's get into this. Let me turn on this little backlight. Boom, there we go. Now that is a professional YouTuber talking. Let's see if we could just... Sure, we'll go with that. Sure, yeah, all right. So, pretty much, I asked AI. I know, some of you guys are probably like, oh great, what is this? I asked AI to pretty much give me a blueprint, or actually, I'll read the introduction, but just know that this is from AI, and it helped me kind of plan out a roadmap. But the title of this, The Carter Blueprint, A Journey to Creative Mastery, Self-Sufficiency, and Purpose. Good title. Introduction. This guide, also, I haven't read through all this. So I took a glimpse and I was like, okay, I want to read this one on the blog, so let's do it. Introduction. This guide is crafted to help you, Carter, achieve a life filled with creativity, sustainability, and personal growth. As an art student with a vision to live off the land, build a career in UX and UI design, and improve 1% better each day, you're embarking on a journey that balances skill mastery, sustainable living, and self-discovery. Follow this roadmap as a companion through each stage, allowing you to live authentically and with purpose. Pretty much, guys, I want to live with like my own land when I get older. I thought about it. I was like, it would be awesome now, but there's a lot I need to learn. And I would love to just have my own space with my own crops, my own little farm, pretty much, where I can practice art, but also still have a career, and just be able to just live off the land and not have to rely on food processing and all this crap, and just like live free how nature intended, how God intended, in a way, pretty much. So yeah, so the guiding principles of this blueprint, there's 3. Consistency over intensity. I preach this one all the time to you guys, but I mean, I kid you not, like, I just gave it all the information I could, and it went with this. So, consistency over intensity. Small daily actions accumulate to creating lasting change. Stick to the routine, even if it means making small adjustments along the way. Definitely. Reflection and adaptability. Use your 1% Better journal, which we still have to go fill out, to track daily experiences, celebrate small wins, and adjust the goals as needed. Okay. Seasonal and themed focuses. This is the really cool part that I really want to talk with you guys. Each month, dive deep into one primary theme, whether a skill, art form, or aspect of self-sufficiency, allowing for immersive growth while keeping the routine manageable and exciting. So these themes or focuses will be implemented into the vlogs. So you guys really seem to enjoy me reading this stuff, and a lot of you mentioned that you like almost like learning from me and learning as I learn. So a lot of these things, some are going to be art related, some are going to be just sustainability. Carter's going to be growing some little plants here and there. My dad actually, I don't know, I wouldn't even call him like a farmer. No, that's not even the word, but like he plants a lot of plants. He's got a good green thumb on him. And, you know, I've always talked to him about it, so at least I'll have somebody here. I've even tried growing a few little gardens out there with him. But yeah, maybe we'll set up like some indoor plants to start off with. But yeah, each month we're gonna have a little focus or a theme or something that we're trying to get better at, and I want to implement it into the vlogs and make it fun, make these enjoyable, so it's not just the same pitter patter of me, school, work, you know, gym, same thing. I want to spice these up. I want to make them more interesting for you guys. And yeah, I mean, this is a journey, man. This is not, I mean, these vlogs have been changing a lot in the past 260 days or so, but they're ever evolving, and that's the thing. I mean, I don't know. I just really think that this will bring some cool aspects into the vlogs. So first, short-term goals. So the first 12 months of this blueprint. Skill development. Establish a solid foundation in art, design, and self-sufficiency. This year, for the first 12 months, focus on drawing fundamentals, digital tools, and UX and UI basics. Develop an understanding of sustainable gardening and food preparation. Build a mini portfolio with projects that showcase versatility, creativity, and a strong UX and UI orientation. Self-sufficiency prep. So in these first 12 months, we will begin indoor herb gardening, composting, and other small-scale practices to get comfortable with sustainable living practices. Save monthly towards your future land purchase, even if it's small increments, to get into the habit of intentional spending and saving. Health and wellness. Maintain your gym routine 5 days a week, which is what we're currently doing now, and continue bulking to try and reach that 160-pound goal by hitting your daily protein goal. Prepare for Muay Thai in January, adding mobility exercises and core conditioning to your fitness routine. Yes, if you didn't know already, the goal is that I will be joining Muay Thai at the beginning of this upcoming year, 2025. I really did enjoy when I was in it. It was a while ago now, but I stuck with it for about 3 months, and I just couldn't manage my time well enough with school, because I was going to my trade school and whatnot, and just work, and it just all kind of became too much. And I really tried jumping in like in the deep end pretty much without knowing how to swim, and because I was taking like the jiu-jitsu, the judo, the Muay Thai, all of it, and I was trying to do it every single day a week. Dude, I burnt out real quick. But what I'm hoping to do is, instead of like, last time was like $150 for an unlimited package, right? You got to do everything, whenever, all the classes, all that fun stuff. This time, I think I'm just going to do like the $20 a class, or maybe like, I know they have certain different packages, but just Muay Thai, and just really focus on it, because I feel like there was too much going on. Obviously, I love the jiu-jitsu, it's fun, but I would like to focus on the Muay Thai aspect. But yeah, so we will be joining that in January. So we'll really have to get better at managing our time, and instead of every single, because it won't be every single day a week, it'll be maybe 2-3 times, maybe on Saturdays. Can't remember to be honest, but I know it's only a few times a week around 5:30, so we should be good for that, for the beginner classes. But yeah, so that is some of the goals and things that will be happening in this first 12 months of the blueprint. So yeah, monthly themes for year 1. So for November, which is the month that we're currently in, this theme is drawing fundamentals, which is what we've kind of been focusing on. Our focus is practicing this foundational drawing skills with drawing on the right side of the brain, and capturing our daily observations and practice as seeing the world as an artist around us. What day is it? Saturday, November 9th. Is there a way? Calendar. Let's see. Okay, come on. Don't make me do all this crap just to... Yeah, okay. So today's the 9th. We've got pretty much 3 more weeks of November. So in 3 weeks, we want to get decently far, and then drawing on the right side of the brain, focusing on it. Definitely, we are that far. So we need to kind of be ramping it up a little, but don't want to get overwhelmed with it, you know what I mean? We just want to be really focusing on learning the fundamentals, or foundations, really. Doesn't mean necessarily completing it all, but yeah, so that is the focus. The daily task is 30 minutes of practicing exercises from the book or reading. So either like a chapter of reading or half a chapter of reading. I'd like to probably do a chapter, but I just don't want to like over cram like information, you know what I mean? Like, that was a pretty good amount to where like I could understand what's going on, reading it, feeling good, all that stuff. So, but I'd also don't want to like stress about doing too much, because then I sometimes will feel like, oh, I don't have enough time for that, or it's too late. So really learning to kind of balance that will be another little challenge, but we will overcome. Dedicated sessions, Saturdays and Sundays for intense drawing projects, integrating lessons from the week. Okay, interesting. Vlog focus. Document your exercises, share progress, and discuss your artistic insights, which kind of already been doing, but definitely will probably be more. So that is this month's theme. Well, December, sustainable living fundamentals. And again, this is a blueprint, but it's also, like it said, it is definitely open for it said it best. Pretty much like I'm able to like adjust it a little bit, you know, over time. Not crazy, like you want to stick to it, but if something's like just not working out, always go back, change it, adjust it. But just a roadmap, pretty much. So, yeah. So the focus for December will be to study the basics of sustainable gardening, starting an indoor herb garden, and learn about composting. Interesting. Don't know how that will really work out in December. We'll see. And I also want to read a book a month, pretty much. It's an ambitious goal, but I think it's a doable one as well. The book that it recommends is The Resilient Gardener by Carol Depp, a beginner-friendly guide that explains sustainable growing, seed selection, and simple crop management. Daily task. Dedicate time to setting up and caring for indoor plants, which will probably also be like my studio time. Vlog focus. Building roots. Show the process of setting up a sustainable system indoors. Cool. January will be our intro to UX and UI design. We do have our UI, or UX and UI, by the way, I'm not sure if I've really clarified, but it is user experience or user interface design. So how you use websites, how you interact with all the things on there, how you pretty much go from point A to point B, and what the interface looks like, how it reacts to things, and what's available. So, yeah, that's a very basic version of it, but that is what I'm talking about when I reference this UI, UX design. But yeah, so I do have a class that will be focusing on it next semester. So for our spring classes, we do have one. But the focus for January will be to begin our UX and UI design basics in Adobe Illustrator. Learn the fundamentals of design principles, including color theory, which I'm fairly competent with, but you know, there's always more to learn, I feel like. Layout and user psychology. Book, The Design of Everyday Things by Don Norman. Understand user-centered design. Daily task. Spend 30 minutes learning Adobe Illustrator basics and design exercises. Dedicated sessions. Create simple UI and UX layouts or personal designs in Illustrator or Figma. Figma is also pretty much like the industry standard for what they call wireframes, which is pretty much just like, I don't know, but like the design of like the user experience, or like a website, and like what you would put here, what you would put there, like almost like building blocks and shapes of like where things should go, where a search bar should be, things like that. So yeah. Vlog focus, share your learning experience, design practice, and reflections on the UX UI role in daily life. I told you guys this would be a lot. I'll just give you guys kind of a rundown, because these are all the topics for the first 12 months. February, digital art with Adobe Illustrator. So pretty much just focusing more on Illustrator. Gives me a book called Adobe Illustrator Classroom in a Book. 30 minutes of Illustrator, an exercise from the book. Yeah. March, portfolio building. Focus on building a UI UX portfolio with 2 to 3 solid pieces demonstrating your design skills. And yeah, show the behind the scenes to you guys. April, Intro to Storytelling and Art, focus on storytelling principles and how they can enhance your visual design and user experience. The book is Story by Robert McKee. Just talks about universal storytelling principles. Daily task is write or sketch short story concepts that could serve as inspiration for future UX projects or digital art. May, Principles of Self-Sufficiency. Deepen sustainable living knowledge with emphasis on garden planning and food preservation. Book, The Self-Sufficient Life and How to Live It by John Seymour. Covers various aspects of self-sufficient living. Daily tasks will be planned for expanding gardening and self-sufficiency skills. And vlog will be pretty much showing that. So these are very interesting. I feel like they'll be super cool to showcase. But we're going to start small. We'll probably fail a little bit here and there. But it's just will be more important to kind of stick to these ideas and these themes per se. So the long-term vision, this is the big thing, 3 to 10 years from now. Skill mastery and career development. Grow your UX and UI portfolio and refine your unique design voice over time. Take on freelance projects to build experience and save for future goals. Expand your creative practice to include storytelling, digital art, and possibly multimedia projects that showcase your lifestyle, art, and self-sufficiency journey. Interesting. Self-sufficiency on your own land. After 3 to 5 years, aim to purchase a piece of land, 1 acre or less, where you can cultivate a sustainable lifestyle. Look for areas with good soil, flexible zoning, and water access. Slowly build a home and studio space. Consider modular or small home designs that minimize environmental impact. Yes. Personal growth and self-reflection. Continue to explore mindfulness and reflective practices. What's that? Strengthening your sense of purpose and clarity as you progress. Keep using your 1% Better journal to track accomplishments and set new goals. My throat is so dry right now, it is actually crazy. Weekly routine example. So daily tasks, morning, our gym workout, our protein goal, and our journal entry. Afternoon or evening, 30 minutes of practice or reading based on the month's theme. And night is reflection in your journal, rating productivity and mood. Again, these can really be adjusted. There will be a lot more than just that. That's definitely good to have, like 3 pillars. Morning is going to be our gym and really focusing on our protein intake. It's going to be throughout the day in order to reach it, but really focusing on it. Afternoon and evening will be once we get home from school. If we have Muay Thai, it'll be after work, and we'll do that. Then we'll come home into the studio, do the homework, and then after the homework, spend 30 minutes on whatever theme or rating or whatever the case may be. So there'll be that, and then nighttime, go reflect our 1% Better journal, clean our face, get the $1 million baby all freshened up, and just rate our productivity and mood, and just overall reflection on the day. Weekly focus, so 2 dedicated or art design days where we're spending longer sessions on in-depth projects or monthly themes in your mini studio, developing each focus area into a more refined skill. I think this will be super cool. Like I said, I'm actually about to just pull it up so that we can kind of plan around this of what days will be our Muay Thai days. So the gym, there it is. Let's see. Okay, let's see here. Muay Thai. So the beginner classes are Monday at 5:30 p.m. Tuesdays all levels, but we'll have class. Well, we'll be out at 6:30, and it starts at 6:30. So I don't know. Wednesday beginner class, and then Thursday is all levels from They have a 12:30 and a 6:30 one. And then Friday, 5:30 p.m. is sparring. So probably off the bat, we might do their package where it's just $20 per class. I know, like, it would be a better deal realistically, like if I was doing it like every day, you know what I mean? But really just to get into it. And they're really flexible. They're really, really solid guy as the coach. He's super cool. I really enjoyed my time there. They made me feel really comfortable there. So Monday and Wednesday, it looks like, would be our day for the beginner classes at 5:30, which means that Tuesday and Thursday we could do our like more in-depth, or like spending a little bit more time on our practices or whatever it is that we're doing. And then Friday, probably do our live stream, since I guess we're doing Friday live streams now, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, there's that. And then yeah, I'll probably just go with the Muay Thai to really get back into it. I don't want to be too bold and really go with everything, but yeah, so that would be that. It's actually good to see that will kind of work out perfectly, at least right now. And this is weekend reflection. Review your weekly journal entries, set small achievable goals for the next week based on progress and challenges and whatever theme is going on. All right, final page is titled Final Notes. All right, it's not terribly long. I don't know why I'm like sitting here like I'm about to read a speech. But final notes. This guide is here to keep you grounded and focused on each step. So adapt it as you grow. When you feel overwhelmed, remember that you are building this life one day at a time, with each step bringing you closer to your vision. Revisit your goals every few months, celebrate milestones, and continue sharing your journal with your audience. Your story can inspire others who wish to live authentically and creatively. If at any point you need guidance or want to explore new areas, revisit this blueprint. You've got a clear path forward, and with consistent effort, you'll build a life that fulfills both your creative and sustainable aspirations. Now you guys see why I've been kind of hyping this thing up, kind of talking about it. And you're probably like, yeah, that's great, Carter, but is any of this shit actually going to happen? Well, that's where this beautiful, nice little notebook comes in here. So, today, right now, let's go back to this calendar app. Today is November. Actually, at the top, I'll put November blueprint. So I'm gonna write focus. Let me see exactly how they titled it. Drawing foundations. Drawing foundations. I'm gonna put book is drawing. I don't feel like writing out the whole thing. I'm just gonna put drawing right side. Okay. So daily task will be 30 minutes of reading or practice. So I'm gonna put in parentheses chapter or activity. I think that'll be a good way to put it. And then Saturday and Sunday, we'll just put test skills. Yeah, test skills. Just to kind of see where we're at. Maybe there is an activity. If not, we'll spend like maybe 30 minutes just trying to do a drawing, trying to implement what we've learned, whether it is like a portrait or maybe I'll find an idea online, something like that. just to try it out, see what we've learned, and put it into practice. I think that would be a good idea. That's making me excited on the inside, actually writing it down, seeing like, okay, this is actionable stuff that will be starting Monday. So, okay. So, yeah, our vlogs, yeah, we'll be discussing it. But yeah, okay. So our focus, strong fundamentals, drawing the right side of the brain. Yes. Okay. Yeah, so Monday. What day will Monday, the 11th. I'm going to have like what I'm supposed to do on here, I think, and then I'll have like a little space for reflection and where to go next. That will be good. But yeah, so we'll do continue chapter 4. And then I will put reflection and some dots right there. Then we'll reflect, see where we need to go, set our goal for Tuesday when we get there. So, wow. Yeah, really cool. I really think that we're going to make some cool ass progress, have some cool ass vlogs, and really learn some really interesting things. And I just think it would be so cool to be able to look back on this day, whatever, 258, 259, just around this time, and look back and I'll have my own land, sustainable living, just my own home to be creative, my own area to build upon, and yeah, just live how I want. And I feel like so many people, including myself, have always like thought like, oh yeah, I'd love to just live, you know, self-sustainable in a farm, all this and that. But like having not only myself playing this out and like make this blueprint and go out of my way, but having vlogs to keep me accountable, and all these people who support me and want me to live out my dreams, to be successful and learn, I feel like gives me that extra push to where I could actually do this. And I really think that without these vlogs, I don't know if I would like stick to this. There's gonna be a lot of failures, there's gonna be a lot of ups and downs, like with anything that we do, but I feel like I told you guys this was in October, that November was gonna be the month where things really cultivate, whatever the word is, all together, and we really just find out where we're going in this next year. And I really think that this blueprint, if we stick to it, not only all the way through November, but the end of the year, December included, that will be definitely 1% better and definitely 1% closer to achieving this end goal of living self-sustainably by ourselves, or maybe our wife, whatever the case may be. But I'm so incredibly grateful to have you guys on this journey with me. We're going to learn some cool stuff together. We're going to do some cool stuff together. I'm going to build a life that I enjoy and that I'm proud of. And that if I were to die anywhere on this journey, before or after, I know that I would wake up every day doing something that I love and striving for my goals and my dream in life. So yeah, really appreciate you guys. I know I say this like it's like I got like damn near a soundboard at this point, but I truly mean it. I would not be here doing this, sitting in the studio that I made, going to school for art, doing anything really. I would probably still just be right now
sitting in my room, smoking a bowl, listening to Frank Ocean, crying and feeling bad about myself and my life and a girl or what I'd done wrong with my life, working a 9 to 5 or a manufacturing job that I hate and wanting life to end. So this is much better. I know that was a dark glimpse into what life once was and what it could have been, but that is why when I say I am incredibly grateful for this journey, which it's been a while, but it also is just getting started. And I have big aspirations, I have big dreams, and I want to look back one day and be able to pretty much show like I have my entire life recorded as pretty much a time capsule or a movie. And I don't think many people at all, if any, can say that. On this depth, on this level, I mean, maybe you guys can find somebody out there, but I really don't think there's anybody who's actively doing this every day with these big goals and dreams and aspirations who will one day get to a level, low battery, 10%, who will one day get to a level where we're all able to look back and be like, wow, he really did. He really stood on what he said. And now, he's there. I mean, just to start something at 19, now I'm 20, and go 21. I mean, what does this say? 3 to 10 years? Is that what it was? That's quite a while. Holy crap. Yeah, sorry, I've got to find this now. Come on, Carter, you're not prepared. 3 to 10 years, yeah. So, 10 years, I'll be 30. If YouTube's still around, if this iPhone can still record, I will be doing this. If I'm still alive, I'll be doing this. And I haven't missed a vlog yet. I've definitely, I don't know, I've accepted that like some days I can't get it out exactly the same day. Which is just how it is. That's just life. But I still upload. You know what I mean? I mean, there's days that have been complete shit. There are days that have been awesome. And they're all on here for anybody to see. So, I don't know. A lot of stuff to think about. But all I want to say is a huge thank you to everybody. I really enjoyed everybody that came into the live stream and talked to me. And I do it for people like you guys. It was just a huge reminder that, I have very loyal supporters in this fan base that I've built. I don't think the people of my family or anybody around me really understands like what you guys mean to me. I know some family and friends and those who are close watch, and I really appreciate you guys as well. You're an integral part of my life. You're a keystone. And yeah, I don't know. These vlogs mean a lot to me, man. Never did I think I would say something like that, but they really do mean a lot to me. So I'm gonna head off of here. I'm gonna actually go do this 1% Better journal. I know I haven't updated you guys with it. Screw it. We've gone this long. I might as well show you guys it. I'll put my phone on the charger, but yeah, I think that this blueprint's gonna be awesome, and I can't wait to go along this journey with you guys as well. So let's go fill out this journal real quick. Send me some ornaments if you want me to put them on the tree. But look at these guys, they set it all up. Let it snow. Whoa, focus, please. Well, it says let it snow. Alright, it is 12:53. Pretty much 1 in the morning, guys. So I unfortunately don't think that we are headed to work. But nonetheless, still was a great day. It was a great night. Awesome live stream. Wasn't expecting it to go that long, but it was very, very well worth it talking with you guys. So day 19, 11/08/24. The quote is by Confucius. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Pretty much saying small actions and, consistency moves or builds mountains. So, very good. Productivity for today. We're gonna honestly give it a 9. Wow. I haven't felt that solid in a 9 or about a 9 in a while. But today, especially just on the art stuff, really good productivity. And you guys really made my mood pretty great. It's not been bad. We're gonna go a 9. I almost wanted to say a 10, but it's a 9. I don't know. Wasn't just perfect mood, but it was definitely, you guys really made me pretty happy. So yeah. Gym, that was good today. Classes, that was good today. Drawing, that was good today. Protein, not good today. Actually really didn't eat too much, to be honest with you. I even forgot to freaking track it because I had a small little sandwich thing at lunch. They just we gotta find a better source of protein for lunch and just start eating more, truthfully, because it's definitely possible. We just really have to manage our time and our meal choice a lot better. Not even a lot better, just more. And on certain days we are gonna have to be chugging these mass gainers and things like that, just especially to get that last little bit. So protein goal, unfortunately, still not perfect. That is a struggle. It's hard every single day to be on top of that, plus all the other crap. But I want to get there. I do think 160 pounds would be a good looking weight on me. Obviously, I'm happy with how I look. I'm content, but I also, just like in anything, I want to grow. You know what I mean? I want to see. I don't know. I just want to see what it would look like on me. Pretty much, I think it would kind of fit out some parts of my body a little bit nicer, like my wrists. Very skinny, very small, weak. I don't know. I just want to be a little bit bigger. Nothing crazy, but just a good, healthy weight. So yeah, especially if I'm gonna be a little farm boy. But yeah, today I'm thankful for my supporters. Just that live stream really helped. Supporters. My ambitious nature. Yeah. Ambitious nature. That's a good one. Reflection. And amazing and insightful. I gotta hold this page down right. Friday. Both academically and I want to say professionally. Is that the right word? Academically and in the pursuit of bettering myself. One thing I did that sucked. Didn't work. Didn't work. I feel like first it was class, now it's kind of work. Some days I'll be like, man, I don't feel like doing this. Blah, 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 blah. It does suck only working an hour and a half. I know it doesn't, you're like, what? You only have to work an hour and a half. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Now that I say that out loud, it's not horrible at all by any means. It'd be a lot better than working 4 hours or 8 hours. But just having to work every day after all that crap and then having all the stuff to do. Sometimes I'm like, I have free will, you know. But now that stuff will catch up to me and it'll bite me in the butt for sure. So let's just make it a personal little thing to kind of get back on track with that. I know I said, tomorrow we'll just make it up, but no. We might go in for a little bit. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's definitely not going to be at 7:30 a.m. Maybe at about noon, we might go in there, run through the bathrooms, all that stuff, just to make sure things are stocked. Especially, I mean, it won't be too crazy busy with because the bathrooms I clean are right next to the cafeteria, which kind of sucks sometimes when it's busy. I have to make my way through all these kids. I mean, most of them already know I'm the janitor boy, but still just weird sometimes, you know what I mean? The hoes don't really like that, but then I remember, I'm literally paying 90% off tuition. I'll clean a few shitters and be known as the janitor kid for that. So, yeah, it just adds to my lore. But, yeah. So, we might do that tomorrow just because I know there was one bathroom on the second level, the women's restroom, that I couldn't get to because that's the thing. Women are constantly in and out of there, and it's I'll have to knock. And then, I don't want to sit and wait for someone to piss, so I go and I'll clean the men's restroom, and I'll try and knock again. But if there's somebody in there, I'm like, okay, screw that, I'm going up to the next level. And then, by the time I finish it, I'm like, okay, I'll just wait till tomorrow, if that makes sense. So, probably want to go in there, make sure that stuff's stocked, because Lord knows. I'm going to just say straight up, dude, women, are actually gross. Women are gross in the bathrooms. I thought dudes were bad, missing the urinal and pissing and shit. Girls are just nasty and bad. Obviously, they have more they gotta deal with, but man, they're some creatures for sure. They're beautiful and they can be incredible, companions, but my God, some of them, man, a few bad apples will do it to you. Definitely a few times I'm like, am I in the men's restroom or the women's? But, yeah. Just a little insight from your janitor friend, Carter. So, day 20 is tomorrow in the, not vlogs, no, 1% journal. That's crazy. We're on pretty much 260 days. What? It's almost an entire year, guys. In 100 days, it'll pretty much be an entire year. Wow. Just wild. But November 9th, even saying that, now I'm thinking about it. I mean, we started probably February 9th or something around there, and it was probably February. I know my date of sobriety is February 19th. That is all the specific date, but I remember it. So yeah. Oh, Eleanor Roosevelt. She's got a quote here that says, "Do one thing every day that scares you." That is a very, very good quote, because things that typically scare you are going to teach you the most things, or you'll probably fail at, and failure is the greatest teacher. There is the star of the show, Miss Rieger's coming to lay down. You coming to go sleep? We'll try and see who she's, yeah. I figured that exact same thing, that exact scenario is gonna happen. She just wants to scout out, see if there's anything on the floor that she can eat, or whatever it is, she does. That was a bad voice crack. All right. Do one thing every day that scares you. Great quote, Eleanor. I was gonna call her beautiful. I don't really remember what she looks like. I just remember her being kind of grandma. Maybe she was hot when she was younger. Eleanor. But with a name like that, you can only be so pretty. That is really rude. I'm sorry, Eleanor. I'm sorry. If you're looking down on me, or if you're looking up at me right now, okay, I gotta chill. Alright, tomorrow's agenda. Gym, we're hitting some arms. I know, I was thinking about doing a rest day, but let's be real. No days off here on the freaking gray skull TV. Let's say work. I'm that's a little ambitious, but let's say work. I do want to go in there at least for a couple hours and get it just restocked. The only thing I really have to do, no, I don't even have to do. I don't know why I said have, but want to do is watch UFC. But like, it's not a crazy card or anything, and I missed last week as well. It's just one of those things. Like, I'll turn it on, but like, I used to like have to watch every week, but like, I just got shit I gotta do now. My weekends are like my time. I got stuff to do. So yeah, we'll work, and then we'll do some drawing on the right side of the brain, and protein. It's gonna be hard tomorrow, but that also gives us a chance to probably eat at the cafeteria. I know they have different times, so I'll try and find it tomorrow, but just to eat there, you know what I mean? Might as well, free food. But yeah, so that will be tomorrow. What a vlog, guys. I gotta get this one edited up because it's probably gonna be over an hour, damn near another live stream. But appreciate you guys so much. I've been preaching this the whole time. Whether you're family, friends, or a random person halfway across the world, thank you for tuning in to my little life. I'm trying to be better every day. I'm trying to inspire somehow other people, and just be you, be better, and yeah, just live life to its fullest, man. When I say things like that, sometimes they sound so cliche, but I feel like some of the most cliche sayings are often the truest, at least for me when I think about it. But yeah, just be yourself, and find out what you like, what you don't like. Sit with yourself, be alone, be content with being alone, and find out who you are, where you stand on things. Find out who you are when you're not around others, and you'll learn a lot about yourself, and hopefully from there you can find, you know, what am I good at, what do I like, what type of career, you know, because it's never too late, man. If UFC has taught me anything, it is never too late to do what you want to do, dude. I mean, there's 30, 40-year-old guys who just like go in there and cage fight and become world champions. Glover Teixeira, go look at Glover Teixeira. His story's crazy. But yeah, I mean, even it doesn't stop at 40. It doesn't matter what age. If you have the willpower and the drive to do anything, this is coming from a 20-year-old, obviously, but whatever age you are, if you have the drive and the willpower to do it, get up every day and just try and be a little bit better at it. You're going to suck and you're going to fail, but eventually that failure will turn into learning and teaching and productivity. So just be consistent and do what brings you joy, whether, I mean, I was just about to say whether it's crack or whatever it is. No, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. So, yeah, just make the most of every day. Make the most of your life, and find joy. Find joy. So, I'll be here tomorrow. I'll be here every day till the day I die, which is crazy to say, but yeah. It's not even a morbid thing at this point. It's genuinely the truth. I will be making these vlogs until I die and I have my children bury me in my farmland. That's how I want to go out. If I have kids, which probably will, because isn't that like the whole point of human existence or something like that? But I don't know. Who knows? All I know is that I want to have another Riegers one day. I want to have a Border Collie. It's sad when I think about that. It's fucking actually heartbreaking. I don't even want to get into it, but like, Riegers is like 7 years old, dude. She can't have puppies anymore. She's literally the last of her kind. I've never had a dog like her. Never seen another one as human as her. Maybe it was the shrooms I used to feed her. If you made it this far in the video, you might have just earned that one, but I'm not saying I just would feed her excessive amounts. That's like animal abuse and shit. Don't do that. But Rager's has definitely tried a little piece of mushroom before. We went on a walk with her. She enjoyed it. I didn't let her sit in here and be paranoid, but she's very human. She's got a lot of emotions. She's a great dog, great companion, and there's been countless nights where, especially my first couple weeks of being sober, damn, I almost want to cry at this, where she was literally the only person that was there and that was listening to my crazy thoughts that I would say aloud, and that would sit there and support me, and only person that would pretty much be there with me. Everybody else was doing what they were doing, what I was doing before. Just that's crazy to say though, that my dog was literally the only, not even person, only thing there for me. But yeah, so I don't know, man. Now I have 3,000, 4,000 people behind me at all times, and I couldn't be happier. But don't feel bad, Riggers. Nobody can ever replace you. No matter how hard they try. So there's some cool things going to be happening here in the future on these vlogs, and I hope that you'll stick around, and I hope that you will find motivation or inspiration from my life, from my videos. I will be here tomorrow. I will be here the day after, and the couple 100 days after that one. So I will see you tomorrow. Have a great night, and peace.